And we know you can Hindi or English, how which language compatible, because our clear pass whole work style with triple A authentication authorization. Okay. Okay. Authentication, authorization, accountability. Triple A, sir, how does works? Very important point in the environments. Why the use of the triple A in the Aruba Clear Pass? Because why not using the basically the normally or the last 5 years back we are using the MAC binding. Okay, take care of the endpoint security. How to endpoint security, MAC binding, fingerprints, like that you are using. But the in the most of the current uh, market, IT market, hackers very smarts, because of the they are going to easily duplicate the Mac snooping, so they are required the easily we can snoop the Mac, their port are compromised. Okay, but in the Aruba Clear Pass there when somebody your endpoint is going to compromise, so they are going to check with the fingerprint, that means device fingerprint, that should be device come into the only the which profile we assign that profile, that means the system the endpoints are any cameras and are printers, the MAC address should be on match on that particular fingerprints. That fingerprints means the CCTV I am configure, we are configure the CCTV in your fingerprint that belongs to this MAC address, so that should device only verify the device, only that device only belong with the CCTV camera, not in the printer, not in the laptops. They are going to verify the fingerprint means verify that particular MAC address belongs to particular device only, not somebody you can anybody we can I'm going to fingerprint the laptops. Okay, any laptops, whatever any laptops, but some smart users or some technical guys, they are using some that same MAC address we can use of the iPod, so I'm blocking this iPod due to these fingerprints. So what does the AAA is very smart. There are two types of authentication that management. One is a device management, data management, and one is a data management, and which is a device is a radius. Radius is the endpoint. Endpoint going to data managements. Okay, when going to radius belongs to only for endpoints. The data management protocols they are using for, and TACAS is a management for the device administrators. Radius only for device authentication, authentication, authorization, accounting for endpoints, not for management of the device. Management only, management device administrator use for the TACAS only. Understand anything confused? Please let me. I'll again repeat you. Radius, when come to find the radius, only the radius point is going to belongs to endpoint going to authenticate and authorization and accountable for the device authentication, endpoint authentication. But TACAS is a management plane. Management plane means device going to log in via SSH, Telnet, or HTTPS, or any other device administrator. We can go use of the TACAS. So AAA, the inbuilt server in our Aruba Clear Pass, not require any license, as the basically is in the Cisco ICE. They are using the separate license of device management, data plane and management plane. But in your Clear Pass, not required any third party license. Only license required access license. Access license belongs to endpoints also and your TACAS also. Both are using for it. Both are them. Got it? Any confusion, bro? I just explained a little bit about a AAA in our Clear Pass, how to work. Minu or that one Harish or Jishan. Okay, I just explain. radius. See, radius is, there are two types of authentication. The authentication methods are three types of authentication. Okay, I am just talking about a radius. Radius is a data plane, only purely work as a data plane, and TACAs used for the management plane. Data plane, that means you is going, when going to your data point endpoints, any are CCTV, any other are printers, any other non-management, that means again fingerprint device, other than that your biometric machines, all the desktops, laptops, all this type of machine going to the data plane. You know the data means your traffic, transfer data one place to other place, that going to data. When going to data travel, that use for the radius. That means that radius going to endpoint belongs to the radius on the endpoints. That means laptop, desktop, printer, or CCTV camera, or the biometric machine. These are devices going to move belongs to the radius only. Yes, endpoints that laptop, desktop, any endpoints. I'm talking about endpoints. When somebody who talking about any, my laptop is not working, my NAC is not working, my desktop is not working, my printer is not working. So that point of device, that these are devices going to move to the radius only. Okay, only these are data plane. Radius is a data plane, not in a management plane. Management plane is a TACAs. Management TACAs means when device going to administrator, that device going to manage the device with the help of username and password. Going to the example, the switch going to log in via SSH, telnet, or HTTPS. Okay, this type of devices going to move only TACAs. These are management plane, and radius is for endpoint, belongs to endpoint, that is a data plane. TACAs purely only for device administrator. A device administrator, your firewall, your Palo Alto firewalls, Fortinet firewalls, load balancers, or you even your Aruba ClearPass, any Wi-Fi controller, any Cisco switches, any routers, any firepower. These type of devices going to log in with the through credential with the help of TACAs. These are the management plane. You understand first about the AAA, how is work, where is the TACAs and where is the radius. Not going to mix both are each other, because both are both are working at the different behavior. One is the radius only purely is a data plane, okay, and management plane only for TACAs. TACAs used for the, you are going to log in the device, any SSH, telnet, or any GUI. These are the TACAs for management plane, device administrators. And radius is the only for endpoint authentication with the above all the parameter and securities which are compliance, or which are configure your Aruba ClearPass. Got it? Any confusion, any understand? Because these all the moral of the story on AAA. AAA you don't understand, so no good. I'm not going to next point. We cannot cover any point because of your AAA very. All this clear, because all technology move around only AAA only, because we are going to any current environments, all you understand the how work the AAA. Even somebody, your manager asking about the your switch is not login, to check my login, why switch not login, you can understand. Not you are not going to check the radius packet capture. You should be checking the TACAs. Somebody, your engineer, your new engineer, you are going to confuse about the radius and TACAs. You should be clear about the both these points, because all technologies move around for AAA only. Purely the radius is the only for data plane. TACAs only for the management plane. Radius going to belongs to only for endpoints. That endpoints, laptop, desktop, or printers, any type of machines. That data travel to the one place to other place. That means your laptop sending the packets, sending the mail from one place to other place. That is point that type of device. This type of devices moves to the only radius. That means any user going to log in your system with their credential and sending the any type of data, or any files, or mails, or any types of activities any type of activities perform your machines. This type of devices going to belongs to the only for radius. Okay, and TACAs used for the management plane. That means your router, switches, or in a load balancer, or a wireless controller, any type of devices we going to log in with the via SSH or telnet or GUI. We can able to access you enter the username password, you can able to access and device and do the configuration. That device is move to the TACAS for management plane. Redis is data plane and TACAS is a management plane. That is a simple and sweet example about the AAA. Got it? Any confusions? Please let I will again explain, because this point we need to should be clear, because all technology move around for AAA only. Okay. And Aruba ClearPass user authentication, authorization and accountability as a part of its networks and the access control. Solution to secure your manage access to the networks. In the Aruba ClearPass control Aruba in the NAC fully in the Redis and TACAS, because nowadays some users, some companies using for the management plane, they don't use of the Redis. They not company purchase the license. They are simply use of the only for TACAS management, because of the any number of devices you have in the networks, 100 number of devices, 1000 number of devices, router switches. They are going to manage with the help of TACAS. They are not using the simply username, password, admin, and all that. Not you don't have the collect the record from the users. What is the changes happen in their device, when going to change, anything happens. So they are taking care of the TACAS. We are using that for management, device management. Okay. Okay. So just example, authentication. Authentication is the process. Authentication is the process of verifying the identity of users. What is this? Authentication is the process of verifying the identity of users or device trying to access to the networks. Okay. Authentication is the process of verifying the identity of users. First, I verify the users or a device to try to access to the networks. When somebody you can log in and try to authenticate your network, they are authenticated. First check that user are valid or not, that device valid or not, then going to about access. This in the authentication there are three type of authentication in Aruba ClearPass. One is the .NET authentication. Second is the MAC authentication. I am just overview about the this type of. Okay, I am not going to explain. I am just understanding about the flow of the Aruba ClearPass. Okay, I am when the second I am all I am this .NET authentication. I am next lecture I will explain step by step. Okay, I am just overview about the authentication methods. Okay, don't confuse. I am not covering all the topic in the single lectures. Okay, I am just overview about the ClearPass, how to does it. So the Aruba ClearPass support various authentication methods such as .NET authentication, MAC authentication, and web authentication. .NET authentication is a provide strong security for wired and wireless networks that require the username and device authentication before accessing to the networks. .NET is taking about the username password from your AD. They are going to verify the AD user should be present when going to connect your networks. They are verify the user, some Sandeep user going to try to log in my networks, so they are verify the user in my AD servers. The Sandeep is there, then acknowledge the AD server, then going to connect the networks. Okay, MAC authentication it's purely is only for Mac. MAC authentication they are not going to check any the AD records, any AD data servers, any username password. They are not going to verify in the MAC authentication. MAC authentication is only purely on MAC base. MAC base means in the machine, like example machine is your laptop. In the laptop physical MAC address itself is a username password. They are not going to verify the other AD servers or any third party authentication server. They are going authentication itself in only MAC address. Itself is a MAC address, username and password. MAC authentication itself username password, it's a physical MAC address of the systems. But .NET it's verifying the username password from your AD servers. But in this MAC address, MAC authentication method, they are not going to verify the username password any third party server. They are going to itself checking the physical MAC address of the system. That's it. And third system is web authentication. Web authentication is a on-guard agent, is a dependency of on-guard agent. They are going to check with the on-guard agent there they are going to verify the on guard as in locks and authentication with the on guard. That three types of authentication methods: authentication, .1x, MAC and web So I'm just talking about the authentication. Authentication is the process of verifying the identity of users or device trying to access to the networks. This is a crucial step to ensure that only legitimate users or device can connect to your networks. Okay, this only introduction about the authentication, and just I'm talking about the authorization. Once authentication is successful, then next step is the authorizations, which determine what level of access the authenticate users or device has on the networks. Authentication complete successfully, then next step is authorizations. Authorization which determine what level of access the authenticate users, that user what level access that the given to the particular user. Example of Sandeep, they are going to check or device has on the networks. Okay, the employee might be given full access to corporate resources. Some guests might only have some limited access, some internet access. Contractor may get access to the certain servers but not sensitive area of the networks. So authorization, that means to check the determine the level of access, limited, full access, or read only, read write, like type of access in provide to the authorizations. Third point is accounting. Accounting in the AAA, accounting track the activity of the users. Example Sandeep, yesterday they made some changes in your routers. Something happened in your network all down. So some your management asked to you, we can what is the proof? Yesterday we can made change in your routers, and then that will happen. So accountability, that track the records. All the records should be recorded and stored in your database. So when going to anybody management asks to you, we can share the records. Yesterday what type of activity has happened, what type of activity has done. So you can provide to with the help of Aruba ClearPass inside server. It's inbuilt server. They are going to all the record, all the logs should be stored in the database. We can weekly, daily or monthly we can share the record as per your management. This itself inbuilt feature in your Aruba ClearPass. So accounting track is the accounting tracking the activity of the users and device once they are connected to the networks. Aruba ClearPass logs details such session. Aruba ClearPass store the logs such as session time, bandwidth, uses, other network activities. All type of activities they perform the user, they are going to store in your database. Okay, that what is use of the accounting? Accounting is the auditing and compliance. Auditing and compliance, keeping a record who have access to the network and when and for how longs, how many their log activities is performing. All the records should be recorded in stored in the accounting. Other than network monitoring, it terms of monitor users patterns and troubleshooting potential issues. Any type perform any activity, there are also records. Okay, so these type of so this type of authentication, authorization, accounting work is the AAA in the Aruba ClearPass. So you understand about the Aruba ClearPass authentication, authorization, what does. Okay, any issue on that in this AAA how to work is, because this I am why explaining, because of the all the Aruba ClearPass is a smart tools, very smart tool, not smart, a very smart tool, because nowadays the expanding the market, capturing the market in the banking environment, because RBI guidelines, RBI compliance, they are saying the every and each bank should be install Aruba ClearPass. NAC. Okay, as a nowadays are three competitor in the market. One is Aruba ClearPass, the first time is the Gartner number 1, second is the ICE, and third is the Horse Cart. Now coming the Fortinet also is coming, but not in the pipeline, but still is going on, is coming to the market. But the three is competitor in the market. In the first is Aruba ClearPass, second is a Cisco Ice, and third is a Forscott. These are three competitor in the Aruba in the NAC in market. Okay, I'm just talking about the, because NAC very smart tool. They are going to each and everything per activity is going to record. You can manage, you can endpoint going to secure. How to secure? There are so many things is there. You can configure and achieve your compromise your system. You know, the when the antivirus should be there, but still system going to compromise. Why? The lack of loophole, lack of user knowledge. So some user going to install some third party exe, any dix or any attachments, they are compromise the system. So this type of system not going to compromise. So I'm taking care of the NAC, because every 5 minutes they are going to continuously health check going to perform with the help of on guard agent. So continue after 5 minutes continue check, is anything happen continuous, they are going to checking and monitoring the all the system. They are going to check the antivirus updated, patch updated, any exe is not going to install, registry, everything going to verify every 5 minutes. Okay, so they are going to monitor your endpoints with the help of our ClearPass and on-guard agent. So it's more secure tools, because a competitive tools and the market demanding tools. So engineers still is a shortage of engineer, because engineer is not aware about the NAC how it's work. They are going to simply is configure the router, switches and firewall simply, but NAC is working style is very different. Okay, so very demanding tool, you can learn and earn more. I just simply and sweet, because nowadays engineer is not there. I'm just in Mumbai. Okay, I'm looking at so many NAC engineer, because engineer requirement is there, but the engineer don't know about the NAC, because some engineer only when heard about NACs they are scared. You don't know how to do this. Okay, so I'm just explaining, because you learn and earn is more job requirement in the market. You know, the Jishan is in the Saudi Arabia. He asked to him, there also requirements in your NAC engineer not there. I have so many US students, in the Singapore students, they are learning from the NACs. Okay, you can everything when clear, everything you should be point should be clear. Anything issue, please let me know. I will clear on the again and again. Okay, so properly I will teach you what is the steps. Anything wrong, I will just again shout out to you. Anything we facing the issue, you can let me know. I will troubleshoot it. I'll take a remotes. Okay, I will help you every time. I'm available when I'm free. Okay, so triple E is I think more about sorry triple E understanding. It's clear. What kind username password? First is the ready. Come again. I can get you. Come again. Yes, yes. Authentication, there are three types. First is a MAC authentication. MAC authentication itself username password is the MAC address of the system. That is username password in the MAC authentication. And the .NET authentication, it's purely on AD servers. Depend upon AD server. The AD server, that means your name and your name and username should be present in your AD server. They verify the AD in the .NET. .NET is very secure to the as compared to the MAC authentication. Okay. So there are three authentication method, but most of MAC authentication and the .NET, so it's more secure. Okay, .NET authentication mostly use the AD authentication, and Mac when I use the MAC authentication only for the that machine not going to connect the any mouse and keyboard. These type of machine we are going to move to the MAC authentications. MAC authentication only for this type of machine. That machine not going to any connect the mouse and keyboard. This type of machine going to move to the MAC authentication, like is the CCTV cameras, biometric machines, or printers. So this type of machine going to MAC authentication. because they are not going to itself going to enter the username and password and login itself, correct? So these type of machines, this type of devices moves to the MAC authentication. Other than all devices go to the dot on authentication. Okay. Any confuse? Any challenges? Or any query? Please let me know. So these are your console dashboard. Okay. One sec. Sorry. These are the dashboard of the your Aruba ClearPass. You can this before that you can able to see this dashboard in some are first time you can able to see this dashboard. Hello. Okay, okay, wait. Okay, these are the tab I just explained. Dashboard, monitoring, configuration, administration. These are tabs. Okay, I just explained about how to this. Okay, I just this is not in there. Okay, leave it no parts. Okay, fine. Okay, the Aruba ClearPass. This centralized, that means the centralized tool means is a cloud based technology. That means we can should be clustering technology. Cluster, you know the clustering, how to do this cluster work. Can I explain about how to work the cluster, please? If you understand in your environment you work it, can you explain how to work the clusters? Anybody? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, good, very good, very good. Okay, can I able to see this diagram? Just okay. Pub 1, pub 2, that means publisher 1, publisher 2. Sub 1, sub 2, sub 3, sub 4, that means subscriber 1, subscriber 2, subscriber 3. Okay. In the ClearPass, there are two types of flavor. That means was VM based deployment and one is hardware based deployment. Depend upon customer what you need. There are okay the one hardware and what is VM based deployment. We can deploy in the EX Hyper-V. Okay, hardware that means inbuilt ClearPass or provided by Aruba. Or deploy in the VM in can should be download a firmware and install your VM, deploy that. Okay, okay. So the publisher that means a centralized policy manager to configure everything and replicate to the subscriber. Yeah, that diagram is to understand, bro. Anything diagram is not understand, please let me know. I will again explain. How observe the diagram is in the clusters. We can think about that. How to work in the clusters. Cluster is this all the subscriber publisher in a single platform. Okay. Anything fail, they are take care of the other subscriber, other publisher automatically a failure is happen. No need to require any manual works. That means a cluster. Cluster means that use of the anything fail or subscriber fail or publisher fail, there automatically failures happen. HA is a different. Okay, this is for all in active environment, bro. Not in the passive and active. All in active environment. Okay, but all subscribers should be active, but in the publisher should be active, and when the failure is 30 second or 30 minute depend upon your management. Failure means if the primary publisher fail, so you can define the time 30 minutes, 1 minute, 10 minutes. You automatically take care of the secondary publisher take care of the is a primary, but is it configure the time in between both. First time if primary is working, if primary are fail, that it will take time to, you can define the time 20 minutes or 30 minutes, that during the time they are going to take care of the secondary publisher is the primary publisher. Okay, but the subscriber all are active, they are not going to active passive. Publisher, that means publisher any configuration, any changes, any happen, or only configuration changes, modification only does only happen in the publisher only. Subscriber not going to any configure the policy, any change the policy, anything not going to change in the subscriber. Only configuration happen in the publisher. Okay, only subscriber, publisher going to change anything, modification, deletion, everything, and then same replicate to subscriber in a fraction of second. Okay, subscriber only handle the authentication requests such as takas or radius. They are handling the authentication requests. Okay.
If you have more than two publishers, it will be synced to each other.
Yes, it sync each other. Automatically sync each other. Database so be sync in the fraction. Every time they are syncing. But active passive should be first is active. Second is passive because of the timer we can define the timing. I told you the timing, that means 30 minutes, 1 minute or 1 hour, depend upon your management told. If management told one primary and secondary with what is the time limit to take care of the secondary is a primary. Okay, so database is syncing is happen in every times. Okay, database should be in same in the publisher or publisher 1 and secondary publisher. Okay, so I'm just telling you the subscriber not going to take any configuration and deletion. Subscriber only handling the takas and radius request, that's it. They are not going to any change and configuration allow in your subscriber. Only allow the configuration changes in only for the sub publisher only. Okay, just I think about this, all the two publishers are down. What think about that? Tell me. If your subscriber is active, but all in until and unless some major activities happen in your both the publisher are down, what will happen? Have Vishnu tell me? Harish?
Subscriber will
Okay. Again, Vishnu, tell me what you think about that. Either publisher is not there, both are down. What will think about that? Tell me. You think about the bro, because I'm not a teacher. I'm not thinking about. You can explain give the proper answer. You just think about what is happened. That's it. I'm not asking about this really suitable answer. I just thinking about. I'm checking the thinking. What level of thinking you thinks in your environment. You are the man. You are the engineer. You are working in the clear pass engineer, a NAC engineer, and when the suddenly both the publishers are down, so what will happen? What you think of? What will take actions? What think about your mind? Tell me. Simply what you are thinking. I'm not talking about this is a technical answer. I'm just simple layman answer. What you simple layman answer think? Yeah, Vishnu, tell me. Harish. Okay. 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 Fine. That is fine. I'm just asking. I'm just asking about the both the sub publishers are down. So what is your impact your network? I'm just asking about that. That part is correct. You're talking about the subscriber taking care of the publisher. Cut it. But suddenly your publisher both are down. What were your network impacted? What is impacted your network? But publisher not taking the traffic, not handle the traffic, bro. Publisher not I'm just publisher not handling the any traffic handle only by subscriber. What does the publisher only configuration, deletion and modification. They are not handling any request type of request such as and takas radius. They are not handling any type of request. They are handling only their work is publisher configuration. Only does the configuration, deletion, modification, every work only the publisher. They are not taking care of any authentication request. They are only handling the only authentication request only by subscriber, not a publisher. Got it? So the publisher goes down. Don't worry about that. Both are publisher don't take care, because publisher not taking care of any authentication request. And the time being publisher down, so not worry. Your network is working smooth work, not going to any user impacted. If the both are published are down, okay, so no worry about it. Only for issue only the you are not going to any change modifications happen in your any modifications comes is not going to change. That's it. Other than that, your network is smoothly working. Okay, both the publish are down, so not going to any impact your networks. It's zero impact. Only impact is you are not going to any new configuration, any modification, any policy changes. You are not going to do this. That's it. Other than that, your network is smoothly working. The user, any every management, nothing to worry about. Take care of the why is down and why network is certain impacted. Not impacted. Okay, no impact, zero impact, because handling the request only was. Mhm. Yes, yes, tell me, Jason. Mhm. Yes, possible. Activity was possible. Yes, publisher. I am talking about the publisher. When the two publisher is configured, the number of user above than 50,000 that required. When required the redundancy, that time should be configured the two publisher. If the your network is small, so most of the company not bear the finance and not going to bear the two servers, build the access license. They are not purchase it. So normally is a large network, big network, they should be required the redundancy. If you small network 5,000 or 2,000 users, they are not going to take care of the publisher goes down. You can subscribe, make a publisher and whatever use it. Okay. But in the large environment, 50,000 plus users, so should be required the redundancy. They require should be configure the publisher prime 1 and 2. Okay. Any confusion, bro? Publishers? Yeah, yes. Tell me, Vishnu. publisher, you have one publisher and one subscriber, correct? But maybe service impact. Why is impact? Because of the your publisher also work handling the endpoint request. That's why service impact, bro. Because see, your publisher is not purely sub publisher. Your publisher still in the subscriber, because in the small networks they are using the see, there are two servers. They are only not a publisher. They are using the authentication. They are handling the authentication request also. In the in the small setup. Mhm, mhm. Correct, correct. So in the small company, they are not using purely publisher. They are using the in the subscriber and publisher. Both role are using the single box, because in the small environment not going to bear the cost. So that's why your service impact, bro. It's purely your pure. You can use it purely in the publisher, so they are not going to impact. But publish service impact, that means you use the authentication service from your publisher. That's why using the that service are impacted. Okay. Okay. So normally the small setup it's happen, because small setup, I saw the user one company only one subscriber. They are using the publisher. All work done by only one single box. See, I am just told you. I am not explaining, but I am explaining you what does section mean. Okay, Insight and IEEE. These are the using the separate server. IEEE is a log server because the syslog. Okay, Insight is a reporting tools. Okay, as the large organization, the number of 50 number of users, they are using the Insight, and the IEEE should be in the separate server. But in a small network, they are not going to build a separate server. They use the single box and enable the all the features. Okay. So Insight is a purely on for reporting tools. You should be, when going to use in your current environment, you should be enable the Insight. We are going to enable the Insight. I'll show you. What is the purpose of the Insight? I just show you. 1 second. Server configurations. What happened? Join. Hello. Sorry, I think some mess up. Hello. Can I able to see? So I am where it is. So inside server is, I just show you how to enable the inside. 1 second. Oh, sorry. I'm just sharing the screen. Not enable. 1 second. Jishan, Jishan, can I able to see my screen? ओके, अभी आप ये पूरा कैप्चर कर लो. दिस इज लास्ट. ओके, आपका लास्ट है, इसमें आपका पूरा ये आ जाना चाहिए. कोई नो इशू नहीं. ओके, समझ में आ रहा है ना कुछ? नहीं, आपको समझ में आ रहा है ना सब कुछ? हाँ, कंटिन्यू. ओके, सो व्हेन दिस इज इनसाइट, सी इनसाइट. We can enable the tick only here, enable the insight. So these are the reporting tools. We can store the records, all the records in the insights. Okay. So jokes apart, insight is a reporting tool. Oh yeah. No, it should be required in the clear path should be enable the insight, because the insight all type of logs should be stored in the insight. So if management asks you type of records, on guard record, authentication records, management and data plane. So many types of records for auditing. We can share the record with the help of insight, because all the data stored in the insight. Okay, should be enable the insight because it is very helpful and the auditing points. Okay. Yeah, yeah, whatever publisher, we can enable the publish only. Yes. Primary. Yes, first is a primary, correct. This is a publisher is a publisher only. Okay. All the servers logs, all the subscriber publisher log coming to the inside, all the servers. Yes, yes, just enable, that's it. Yes, you can all the store log will be stored in this. No, no, no need to only some, only one server, bro. Only one server. Not in enable to all the server. Okay, we can enable the all the servers. You can enable the multiple servers inside, so we can database size should be increased. Okay, that is wrong. We can enable only publisher, and can that data fetching the data from all the servers. It's itself subscriber and the publisher. No need to enable the all the server. Only single should be enabled. That's it. Yes, yes, yes. Make it in the make it in the cluster. All these are in the single clusters. If the URCC just time one time, if the server is not in cluster, so should be enabled on the separate subscriber. Example, I'll give you Dubai. The Dubai is a one two or three server in the single cluster. But if the again Jeddah, there once only subscriber is there. So though that server not in cluster, so should be enabled on that server only. In the cluster only one server, it should be enabled enough. But if you not in cluster, should enable on this different server also, but not in the same cluster. Other than that, not in the part of that cluster. Okay. Yeah, Vishnu, tell me.
How many 2 days log will be stored?
How many logs will be stored? That means the record should be 90 days, 180 days.
So default 180 days.
No, default is a 90 days. So I'll show you, because the record will be increased, but when record increased, database size should be increased. So that will be 1 second. So this, what is this? By default time is 30 days, 30 days, but you can increase 180 days. Last is 180 days, but that you keep in 180 days, it should be verify your storage size capacity TB. It should be required more, not 1 TB, only required 5 to 10 TB, because 180 days data is too much data. Okay, so that will take care of that. How you can increase the data, but you should be check your storage size. Okay, if it's not less than that, because in home this you have 5000 servers, 5000 endpoints, 5000 record continuously store in your database per day wise. Okay, so that take care of that. Got it na? So inside is the reporting tool for the all the monitoring and recording. It should be enabled on your environment because this is very helpful for auditing purpose. Sorry. And IEEE is a syslog servers. Okay. So publisher and subscriber handling the authentication request. Publisher is going to configure the policy, modifying changes in this publisher only. Is not going to handle the authentication request in the publisher, but small setup in a small network should be handle the publisher authentication request also. Okay. So make sure not don't confuse in the publisher only handle the configuration and the modification changes. It but small setups in one box handle the all the enable the on the flavor all the flavor in a single box. You can handle the all the authentication, modification, change management, everything happen in your publisher also. But in a small setup. But it's a big setup. Don't configure the all the don't configure the authentication request to the in publishers. I just give one example about the Bank of Baroda. I am working in just completed. So that Bank of Baroda 90,000 plus users. I am going to configure the two publisher, one primary DC and secondary DR. Both are active passive in the between the time 90 minutes 30 minutes time failure time. So I told you don't confuse the single box handling the only modification, changes and configuration. It should be in there. Authentication request should be handled, but it depend upon your networks, number of users, what is your budget. That type you should be configured. You don't depend upon your should be in the publisher only configure and modification changes. Depend upon your company scenario, depend upon your architecture. You can do the configuration as per your customer requirement. Got it? Any confuse? Any query? Okay, all the subscriber and the publisher clusters. Okay, again one more option, cluster. I'll just explain. In the clusters, in the single clusters, I just explain about the publisher is handling the all. If he fails, is going to take care of the secondary publisher. What about the subscriber fail? In the subscriber fail, I am going to virtual IP setting, going to configure the primary and secondary IP address of the virtual subscriber. So one is fail, that take care of the secondary public subscriber authentication request. These two are failed, so they are take care of these the two subscriber. Okay. So subscriber also redundancy is there, publisher also redundancy is there. Okay. So no worry about this. No worry about the person in the subscriber are failed. So are my going network is down? No, your network still be working live, is working fine because of the you are going to configure the redundancy about the subscriber. Even you configure the virtual IP in the clear path. Other when you configure the same configuration about the subscriber IP in your .NX in from the switch end also. There are two configuration. One is your virtual IP configure in your clear path, and same configuration should be in your switches also. You can define the call the servers, primary server, secondary server, third server, or fourth servers. It should be configured. I will explain you how when going to configure the .NX in the switch end. Okay, just I am going to worry about the how to failures work in the publisher and subscriber. Okay, bro. Got it. Any confusion? Because this is these are the architecture. You should be architecture should be in understand and very well note it. Don't going to confuse anything because see you are building a block about your publisher subscriber inside IEEE in a cluster. How is work? Very simple way. Because in the clear path 90% work in the packet access stacker. You are everything in going to access stacker. It should be work in the access stacker. Every request coming to the access stacker, they are going to troubleshoot the anything. Any engineers, that is smart engineer. So you know the setup, how is work, what is the subscriber, what is the publisher, which request coming to my first, which Takas request, what is the radius request, what is the MAC authentication, what is the dot. This type of all the authentication should be understand very well, knows how AAA work, that very well knows. So very easy to clear pass handle. Okay. Yes, ask.
All subscriptions are connected to our publisher ID. Is there any way subscribe to subscribe 1 and subscribe to
Come again, I can get you.
Now subscriber 1 is connecting to publisher 1 and subscriber 2 also connecting to publisher 1. Can we connect from subscriber 1 to subscriber 2?
Yes. See the connectivity in between these. What is the connectivity? Connectivity should be is all the connected in the your router and switches. Here is the router and the switches. L3 switch should be connecting the all the devices. The firewall, whatever is the connect. These are the connected should be in the network devices. The switches are routers. Switches. All the devices connected to switch, not directly connected to publisher. Port should be. I will share you. I will share you the port details. How many ports should be enabled from the firewall rules? Which rules? Yes. So that I'll explain. All connected devices in the switch unit, not in the directly connected to publisher. All devices connected to switch. Network devices. Okay. I just explain about how to do this is working style. That's it. These are the okay. Port number also I am missing about the 1812 and at 1 and at 13. Okay. These are the वे बात आगे करते ना पहले बेसिक तो खत्म वे बात तो टाइम है लेटेड भी from these two ports 1812 for is a special for the authentication and authorization. Okay, now contribute this 1 second. Oh, is for separate accounting. Sorry, account. Separate port. Whenever authentication authorization for 112 and 113 for accounting, and these are the UDP packets. Okay, UDP. Okay, you should be understand UDP. TCP is a TCP takas and 49 port number is 49. These are all cover from the authentication authorization accounting for one single port for 49 only. UDP is a radius and 112 for authentication authorization. Accounting it is separate for the 113 and TCP takas is a 49 authentication authorization accounting. Okay. UDP is just you understand UDP and TCP difference between, bro? I will explain you. I will just explain you how to difference between UDP and TCP. I will explain. You already understand, bro. Please speak up, so I'll again start, bro. So I just explain about. Okay, I just give this some example about the what is the TCP and UDP. What is difference between TCP and UDP? I just give the example TCP and UDP. What these one courier person coming to your house and without informing to you that box drop your gate drop your gate and leave it without informing to you. That is UDP. What is TCP? That courier guy is coming to your house, calling to your bell and asking for your name, verify the name, getting the OTP number and enter everything, and then after that they give the box. That is a TCP. Okay. UDP is send it. That's it. Where it is going, I don't know. They don't take care about where are going to his proper person or no. They are not taking. They are sending to box. That is where it is. That is no. They don't care about. But TCP is perfectly handshake. Everything checking the particular person is there, particular name is there, particular OTP is there, authentication verify, everything is verified, then go to that box to the particular person. That is a TCP. Two handshake. Is a connectionless protocol. UDP is a connection oriented protocol. Is a TCP. ODP is a connectionless. They are not going to connect us, communicate each other. They are going to throw anything only speak up, that's it. They are don't when the listening person is there, they are not then to take care of that. Okay, the connection less protocol is UDP and connection oriented protocol is 49. That's it. It's clear about the TCP and UDP radius and takas. I think everything clear maybe is today, correct?
Yes, clear.
So in the inside subscriber, okay, everything is clear. So the next lesson we can start the how to deployment part. Okay, I just tell you. So anything query about in your just when start the lecture from right now. Any query in mind in your setups, any facing issue, let me know. So I'll guide you how to do this. I everybody now are you working the ClearPass NAC environment or still not to 8 work, bro?
I'm working
Okay, what is the your firmware version or the ClearPass platform? What is the platform?
6.9.11.
6.9.11. Very old, bro. Very old, bro.
Yes, sir, correct. 6.11.11.
Ah, yes, correct. That is now it.
Default network base.
Yeah, now 12 also launch. Okay, 12 point something also launch. Okay, so 6.11.9. Okay, fine. Okay, good features.
And hardware model is one
One
publisher we are using
1000
201.
1000 C 1000 C.
I mean, we are using 2010 as a publisher
Okay,
and 2010 as a subscriber.
okay, 20 subscriber. Okay, why using the both are platform different version?
Actually, one device 2010 got some hardware issue,
Okay.
so we have spare device as well with 2010. So our client recommended to keep this as backup for us.
Okay, where compatibility issue is hardware, correct, no issue. So which feature are you using there?
There we are using, like you mentioned, like a .1x
Mm.
authentication we are using,
Mm-hmm.
and and the machine authentication also we are using that authentication.
Okay,
And
okay.
we are using PAT authentication. Like
Mm.
it will authenticate the user, then it will authenticating the device. So
Okay,
we are using these two.
okay, okay. Mac binding fingerprint is not going to see the Mac binding fingerprint. Is not yet to use.
This one I am not aware, bro. This one
Okay,
we are not using.
okay, okay. I am asking you. Just I'm not. I'll explain how to do this. Okay. So this architecture, everything I think is completed today. Architects, how do the architectures work styles. Again, I just explain about the flavors. What type of flavor in your Aruba ClearPass platform? C 1000 V, second C 2000 V, C 3000 V. So these are the platform flavors. 1000 is supported for up to 1 to 500 users. Okay. C2000 is up to 2000 to 5000 supported. C3000 up to 25 to 50,000 users support, above than that supported. Okay, there are three modules, platform modules, which are using the ClearPass module 1000, 2000, 3000. 3000 hardware is a big module. They are going to up to supported about 25,000 users, about 25,000. Okay, C 1000 only up to 1 to 500 users supported, above than 5,000 users supported. These are the models as per the requirement, but they are just standard. You can use of the 1 C 1000, 2000 also user supported. Okay, not issue about that.
That one like actually
Hmm.
user not mentioned. The user is quarantine. Total users like quarantine.
You users quarantine. What is the reason about the user? What is the enforcement policy should be configured? What is the user quarantine? Uh-huh.
It's on first start. That's why it's quarantine.
No, no, user without policy we not going to quarantine. Should be configured the configuration policy. Any ACL should be configured. Then going to user quarantine. Plain user not going to quarantine. Plain is the all policies allow any. But you should be enforcement policy configure some access list. Access link they are not going to match. So that system is to quarantine. That system compliance also not that compliance. That company compliance that means you should be configure some access antivirus policy, any Windows policy, any other VLAN policy. So like you configure the policy, that policy not match, not compliance as per your configuration, so that system going to quarantine. So when the system quarantine, that should be system compliance as per fulfill your policy, then go system go healthy. So that part is the enforcement policy. That log will Mhm. Yes, it's not healthy. Automatically they don't not healthy. It should be compliance. That means you fulfill your requirement. That means compliance means number of parameters means you the company told the antivirus should be updated. Antivirus should be only for 10 micro only, not other antivirus. The company told the Windows 11 should be allowed. Windows 10 is not, that is a compliance. The number of rules, number of compliance should be matched. Then system healthy. Other than that, the system going to still quarantine because their system not matching or not compliance my policies. These are my against the compliance. That's why system going to quarantine. So any system going to compliance, that system only allowed my network. That is a knack behavior. These are not compliance any policy that void the policy. That system should be quarantine. They are not the user not able to log in until and unless they are going to healthy. That should be healthy. Then going to log in. That is a map of compliance. Okay. So it's everything clear, bro, today.
Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay, so today wind up the session. Right now I'm just recorded all the session. I will share to you one by one. You can watch any query, any issue. Can let me the next lecture. I'll cover on that point. Again, any facing challenge in your environment, should that also know. That also share to me. I will do it. I will explain you how to do this. Okay. So today I wind up the session. Thank for joining the session. I will share the details. So next lectures on the 6 p.m. and next Saturday, Sunday, bro. Okay.
Bro, sorry. Next Saturday I will not join, bro. Because of some activities in office.
Okay.
I will listen to your recording.
Okay, I'll share the recording. Don't worry, bro. Again, okay. Harish is not any schedule on this coming Saturday, bro.
No, no. But did I done with any class? This is the first lecture.
This is a plus class. Today only first lecture, bro. Today is first lecture.
Okay, okay,
So this,
okay.
okay. This recording I will share to you. Everybody I'll share to this recording, bro. Don't worry about that. Okay. Okay. Thank you for joining session, bro. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.